The company behind the Northern Gateway pipeline is proposing to make up to $500 million worth of changes to satisfy critics of the project. The pipeline would transport oil between the Alberta oil sands and a terminal near Kitimat. Environmental groups, politicians and communities along the route have argued against the plan. The Premier is calling it a very large risk. And as CTV's Stephen Andrew reports, even the city of Victoria is weighing in.
The company behind the Northern Gateway pipeline is reacting to environmental and safety concerns, promising to spend up to $500 million to upgrade the project. Calgary-based Enbridge says the additional investment will include increasing the thickness of the pipeline wall, increasing isolation safety valves by 50%, increasing inline inspections by 50%, installing dual leak detection systems, and staffing remote pumping stations around the clock for heightened security.
So what we've done is we've announced some increased enhancements for those areas that will even take what was already designed to be state-of-the-art world standard pipeline to even a greater state-of-the-art world-class pipeline.
Environmental groups are not impressed with the company's new initiatives.
It strikes me as kind of a public relations exercise. I guess my first reaction was, what, you mean you weren't planning on doing that to begin with? We've been hearing for years now that this was the safest of safe, that there was no better way to build a pipeline. And of course, there's no such thing as a safe pipeline.
The idea of a pipeline from Alberta to Kitimat to fill 200 oil tankers a year has stiff opposition. Since the U.S. Transportation Safety Board noted that Enbridge failed to act quickly when more than 3 million litres of crude oil spilled from one of its pipelines in Michigan, criticism is growing. Municipalities such as Victoria say mayors along the pipeline route are asking for support to oppose the Gateway project.
Although we're in Victoria, if there's an ecological disaster anywhere on that coastline, anywhere where that pipeline is going, that's going to affect all British Columbians. Probably more intimately, we're aware of the impact on coastal communities. We are a coastal community, and we recognize that the potential of danger and damage to those communities is immeasurable at this time.
Earlier this week, Premier Clark told reporters she is not prepared to take a stand until a review of the project is complete. But Clark is on record as saying she doesn't think British Columbians think the balance of risks and benefits is acceptable. Clark is not commenting on the Enbridge improvements today, but a spokesperson for her office says the government will have more to say about the issue next week. Stephen Andrew, CTV News, Victoria.